Hey, do you like Gundam? Do you like watching us watch Gundam? You can go ahead and get double episodes of Gundam over on the Patreon if we get up to 30 Patreons. Go ahead and join and do your part, and you'll go ahead and get double the Gundam. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, the place where it all started, after
Well,
everything else was written. This is a prequel.
this comes out, what, 2017? You're looking at the information, probably.
Uh, a little bit of information. Winter 2015.
Oh, okay. Well, 2 years after I
Close
thought.
enough.
Yeah, and I know some people have stated that this isn't canon, or
Mhm.
it's another universe sort of thing, but the vast majority of information that I have read does not understand why those people say that, and that it is, in fact, just a prequel. I think it's because it's based on the manga, and the
Mhm.
manga introduces things prior that don't exist going forwards or something like that, but
Yeah.
until there's contradictory information, and by contradictory information I mean in the show, I don't mean by
Mhm.
people telling us contradictory information, we're going to treat it as though it's canon.
Yeah. I mean, like, an author, like, writing something and then deciding to, like, cut it is basically perfectly normal fiction at this point. Like, you've definitely heard of, like, what happened to the original Star Wars and all the crazy stuff that was happening there, and then half of that gets cut to make the real thing.
Well, we already had this conversation off camera. I think that the oddity is
Exactly.
that there was the book for Star Wars released before the movie came out, and it
Mhm.
has all the stuff that's in the movie, but it also has a bunch of stuff that indicates towards Rogue One and the
Mhm.
prequels and everything like that. So,
Right, yeah. So, an author, like, refining their vision to something else, perfectly normal. It doesn't have to be a new universe. If you really want an in-universe explanation, people just didn't like it and stopped using it. Happens all the time, right? If it's like some sort of big piece of mobile tech or something. I don't know. We don't know what happens. We haven't watched any of it yet.
yeah, this is our
So,
first steps into the Universal Century. Well, I guess
mhm.
technically, you've seen Hathaway? Is that what you saw?
Hathaway. It doesn't ring a bell.
You've seen something in the Universal Century. The jazz thing. What was the jazz thing?
Oh, yeah, that was, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt.
I believe Thunderbolt is in the UC timeline. I don't have my watch order list that we're going to be going through to watch it
Yeah,
in. But
I think it is. It's about like I watched about half a season. It was a fun thing, but it's really disconnected from everything else. So,
well, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying what our experiences are. And I have seen all of 8th MS Team,
mhm.
what, in 2002? Sorry, stopped and I realized I could. That wasn't a natural stopping point for the year I was trying to indicate.
Well, you still will probably have more prior knowledge than I do about like exactly what's going on because the rest of my UC knowledge technically comes from everybody posting memes.
Well, I also know the Garma Zabi speech because Andrew WK did a English voiceover for it.
Hmm.
You know, the party hard guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was good stuff. Uh, but yeah, I think other than that, I think the
I guess
thing I'm looking
also,
forward to.
sorry, one last real quick insert. I guess
Sure, yeah.
also technically they do the Garmazabi speech in 8th MS Team. I was just remembering as well. It's in the
Mhm.
original show, but since 8th MS Team takes place in the same, like in the same timeline as the original show is going on, they also have those characters watching a screen and the Garmazabi speech is going on.
Yeah, you get a new perspective of what's happening at the time. It's cute. If it's gonna be your big thing, you may as well have everyone react to it. I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is seeing the original Char in action. Because I can see like the poster for it over here with Char literally front and center. This is telling me he is the main character. He's the only one I need to care about. There are no heroes. It's just Char.
Well, I think every episode had its own poster, so
Mhm.
I think I'm basing that off of nothing. In fact, other than the
Yeah,
fact I think that I would look when looking stuff up to get the watch order that we've come up with, that I saw a
yeah.
bunch of different posters. I assumed they
I
were
just
each
see
for
like
eight
a
episodes.
season poster here. So this is the Char season to me here. So, I think with that, is there anything in particular you're looking forward to?
Well, I mean, I guess I really don't know because again,
Hmm.
it's Universal Century. It is the giant monster of the main Gundam thing, right? All we've
Yeah.
dabbled in is the outside, the other universes and other timelines. So this is diving in and figuring out what Gundam is actually about.
All right. Let's go ahead and watch it, the true original. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us on the Patreon. It's only $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord, hop in the conversation, and join us on the ride.
That's good Earth. We're going straight into a fight. Awesome.
It's a pretty long fight.
For prequel, there's a lot of space assets already here. Oh god, it's people everywhere too.
I was saying, not since IBO have we had so much space combat.
Oh my god.
That's right,
That's
fuck
brutal.
you people. Oh, this must be Red Comet, huh?
Gotta be. Humanoid mobile weapon.
デニム、これで敵の後方から撃て。スレンダーはデニムの援護を頼む。了解。しかし注意を一人では。労働は一人で十分だ。
These things are like Star Destroyers.
Oh my god, it's already making him the absolute coolest. I'm already a fan.
I think Char here makes up for every other anime or every other Gundam where they fly up to the bridge and shoot and don't do anything. Because Char's just doing it all over the place.
He's literally done the trailing missiles into the enemy ship kind of deal, which is the silliest maneuver ever, but also he pulls it off with style.
Fuck your hangers.
He just kicks the fighter jet.
He's also the most used to guns as well. His chest-mounted gun shits are actually working.
I do just love the fluidity of all of this right now. These are like obviously like 3D renders, and they're getting every bit of value they can out of it.
Yeah, they said it.
They set the line. Well, good ass intro, that's for sure. But I got no idea what's going on.
I think that's probably just going to be, this is a modern day, now let's go back to the past sort of thing.
Okay, how did we get to the in media res action? The behind the scenes of the cool speech scene.
ダメだ。これではただの自治権拡大の要求だ。そうじゃない。
And no, there's no way that that's Garmazabi.
宣戦布告なのに、それを言葉にできていない。
I think he just said the words.
少しお休みになってね、一度横になって。
私に寝ろというのか。
Oh, he crazy.
私が寝てしまっては弟子たちを起こすことができない。アストライア、私は明日ゴルゴダの形状へ引かれるんだ。そして十字架の上から世界に告げるんだ。
Not even figurative, huh?
者たちは間もなく豪華に焼かれ死滅するだろうと。
お休みになって本当に少しでも。
This is definitely young Char, right?
こんな夜更けですから。
That's also the most adorable cat ever.
I don't know. I think the 86 cat has it on realism.
Oh, for sure.
Well, at least he went from crazy to an actual dad.
He's got lots of real emotions, but he's clearly way too overstressed, hyper-focused, and probably needs that sleep.
10 years? 10 years prior?
Alright.
まもなくジオンキム大君議長の演説が始まります。果たして議長は連邦からの独立を表明するのか、世界の注目が集まっています。
Dies from a heart attack the moment he goes to give his speech. Damn.
I mean, he thought he was going to get executed today anyway, so...
Mother is just like, oh no, I know what's going on. Oddly enough, dying on stage might be the best presentation he could have given.
Pretty sure that's that guy from the opening.
This is the most ominous hospital room ever.
If he turns out he's not dead, and opens his fucking eyes and says something, it's gonna scare the shit out of me.
Turns his head, just goes boo.
Oh, they've already got the Zeon flag flying in the back there.
議長は突然心臓の発作を起こされました。応急の処置を施したのですが、ただ、
Oh, he went out like Stalin, huh?
アストライア様とお子様たちをよろしくと。どうぞ頼りになさってください。大君の最も古き同志として、このデギンザビ一族を挙げてお仕え申します。
ザビ家の方からのそのようなお言葉、心強いことですわ。
Zabi, huh? Remember that name.
Oh, there we go. Crowd's getting real antsy now.
Those are some high-powered.
Water cannons ain't no joke.
It's a gun tank.
That's a great perspective shot, though.
議事堂の周りは群衆でいっぱいで外に出ることもできません。
アストライア様、ちょっとお耳を。デギンなぞ信用してはなりません。ザビ家一党こそ大君暗殺の義手人かもしれんのですぞ。
そんな。
いや、間違いなくそうなのです。
I know we're literally in the prequel right now, but I feel like the prequel needed a prequel to establish all the mechanisms of this thing.
Who's going on? What's happening? Yeah, but and we're in it.
誰様、子供たちの前でそのような。
Young Charge is not amused by any of this.
お父様は殺されたのですぞ、ザビ家の連中に。うかつに動いてはなりません。とりあえずここは私の家に。おい、息子のランバラルです。
We already have the Zeon uniform, too.
非常に光栄です。大君家の皆様のお役に立てるとは。
They're having a fun time in there. Meanwhile, out on the streets.
On the street, we're just Molotoving everything. And you got
Say-
Judge Doomed.
Good old Tiananmen Square time, huh?
Pretty sure those tanks stopped.
Oh, they kept on rolling.
緊急避難だ。通るぞ。 よし、この先で左の迂回路に入れ。
Oh god. I thought things were a lot
no.
further away or something. It's like fucking giants are coming over the hill.
Oh no!
道を開けろ。
Okay, they just start firing into the protesters.
Well, I mean, technically these are their supporters, so it's very weird.
アルテンシアもいる。
こいつら本気で撃ち殺すぞ。
The helmet.
お困りのようね。ランバラル隊員。
キシリオ、ザビ。
お手伝いしましょう。
So on one side we have gun tanks, and the other side we have the cavalry. Which is weird since tanks are a modern cavalry, so having them both.
I love these supporters. The constantly firing 50 cal. Oh no, we're not scared of that. The horses though.
Kishiria さんですね。はい、ご無事でしたか。ありがとう。
I also would very much appreciate
お姿ですこと。
every time. Look at the city behind in the sky,
これがザビ家の。
because
Oh
we're
yeah.
we're in a space colony.
それをそのまま見逃してき
Which
たのか。
horses in space makes me have even more questions, but we'll leave that for later.
大人げないと思い。
大君の意地を奪われるのをミスミス。バカ者。
Well, we're back to one of those places again.
さすがに何も殴らんでもお前は口を出すな。せっかく大君の死を連邦の暗殺と思わせる世論操作がうまくいきかけているというのに、あの老いぼれの悪知恵に乗せられよって。
That's Garmazabi, by the way.
The guy in the chair?
Gray-haired kid. Yeah.
というと
So expect a speech out of him at some point.
最終的にな。
Jesus, how hard did he hit you?
Oh my god, yeah.
Those are crazy that they had the Zeon flag already. Like, everything that I know is Zeon is already set up.
Yeah, this is just where they start, right?
理想の体現者偉大なるムンゾの指導者ジオンズム大君ムンゾ議会の議長にしてスペースノイド解放の先駆けとなり今
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to get used to Space Noid.
What was the original?
I know, I'm gonna have to get used to it.
Yeah, from Spacey into Space Noid. But in fact, it was the other way around. But just remember the Pizza Hut mascot. Avoid the Noid. God, he's familiar. I don't remember who he is.
Well, we just gotta look for the purple hair in the future.
I think we'd probably just be looking for all of these people in the future, trying to figure out, okay, it's been this many years, what do they look like?
さすがにあれはやりすぎだよ。
なんだ、キシリアのことか。
Oh yeah, these two are clearly related.
何も
That head.
かなくても
あれでも
Yeah, that head shape, the
近頃のあいつ
chins.
はいい気になっている。
まあそうだがでも
Yeah, even say it.
仲良くした方が
どうする？顔に似合わぬその人の良さがいかんのだ。いいか、これからの政局は熾烈な殺し合いだ。そんな風では。
Well, he said it.
That is the most cosmically ironic timing ever.
うろたえるな。これ式のこと
Wait,
で
do I have the names wrong?
旅家の男だろ。
That's Garma Zabi. So, Girin. Sorry, the other guy, the gray hair guy is Girin Zabi. He gives the speech.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, wait a second.
My man just walked out of a bomb and
I knew he survived. Well, he's the guy from the very opening of the show who's gripping onto the rails.
right, but still impressive.
Did you just slap me?
早期行列中の車両が突然爆発し、乗っていたサスロザビ氏が死亡。同乗のドズルザビ氏は奇跡的に命に別状はない模様です。
いたらめだ。メディアめ、ザビ家に尻尾を振りよって。俺もまた。
Everyone is so absolutely emotive. I actually love it.
Well, it's certainly a huge change from where we come from. Well, last
Oh
reaction.
gosh. This show is literally saying subtleties for cowards. It's great.
Well, considering this comes out 2015, right? It learned the lessons of Gundam 00 of I don't know what their emotions are.
すぐ行く。大君の家族を拉致しやがって。汚ねえぞ、ひじじい。
Sleazy old fart.
ダルタイであります。入ります。 よくわかります。お家へ帰りたい。そうでしょう、そうでしょう。でも、もうちょっとお待ちを。
違うんです、大さん。この子は
ルシファーが一人ぼっちだから
They forgot the
心
cast.
配なの。
ルシファー？猫でありますか？
This is the plot I need. This man needs to go on a one-man mission to rescue this cat.
Well, I feel like if anyone's gonna die for a stupid reason, it's gonna be this.
そのルシファーちゃん。
This perfectly innocent-looking person.
ああ、約束しますよ。このランバレルおじさんはね、なんだってできる。
See, I recognize his name, but I have no fucking idea what for. So.
ルシファーは救出作戦をやるぞ。
He's gotta do it.
ルシファー？誰だ？さあ。少尉、名前は？は、ドノバン・マトグロスであります。うん。一個招待ほど連れてついてこい。
I certainly don't expect anything good to happen.
It has the setup for tragedy, right?
教えてあげるの忘れてた。
裏切り者を許すな。アルケをぶっ潰せ。ペギンザビ、バンザーイ。アルケの奴らを叩き殺せ。
I really hope you threw that grenade.
No, we just witnessed him bomb all of his friends for no reason.
ラルケン町は無声の府です。
焚きつけるだけではいかん。そろそろ沈めねば。
大衆はあなたの名を叫んでいるのですよ。
それでもいかん。連邦につまらん口実を与える。
キレガニ、父上、ここにいたか。いやはや誘拐痛快だ。
Can't keep you down, huh?
どうする？お前もういいのか？
いいも何も血が騒いでどうもならん。
That's just the adrenaline, man. It's gonna wear off.
俺のこの手で。
I don't know.
And he's regretting it.
This isn't a. That guy doesn't feel like a. It's gonna wear off kind of guy.
確かにジンバラルはもう死にたいだが、息子のランバラルがいる。ムンゾ防衛隊の若手にはなかなか人望が。
Oh, okay. So something's gonna happen while Ramba is out or something.
Absolutely.
確かにランバラルはいいやつだ。ラル家の人間でなかったら部下に欲しいくらいだ。
作ってやれ逃げ道よ。寛容になれるのは勝者の特権だ。大君もジンバラルも過去の人になった。ザビ家のみがこれからの歴史に責任を負うのだ。
I mean, all this guy needs to do is be stroking a cat in his lap too.
Yes, we needed a bigger cat motif here for sure.
あれこら貴様どっちだ。ラル派のやつじゃないだろうな。グッフーうっくせえ。
Saying that, I thought that might be in Ramba, because he had the mustache and the whole cat scratches anybody thing.
ダメダメ。この店はもう今日は態度のでありますか。
大きい声を出すな。
Oh, it is, right?
とか言ったな。軍務の傍ら夜はクラブの用心棒。
But is like time just passing? Like, there's a time skip we didn't follow?
本当にお願いです。あの人を危険なことに引き込まないでください。もうこれ以上あの人を利用しないで静かに普通の生き方を。
タチショイ。
This has to be somebody else.
俺が今やろうとしていることに口を出すな。
Oh, it's so dramatic just for yelling at someone.
クランプ、貴様。見るためにバーテンが板についてくるな。
What's wrong?
どうなんだ。もう軍に
Your fucking head, man. What's going on?
I don't know.
連邦軍の下働きじゃ。でもね、タイの御用にならいつでも馳せさんじますよ。ハモンさん、ご指名だよ。
There's definitely been a time skip that we were not informed of. Ramba went and got the cat, got his face all scratched up, and now is... And then there's the mother pretending to be somebody else. Right? See, yeah, Lucifer did a number on me. There's Ramba.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sense of it all.
すばしっこいやつだ。ハモン、すまんがまた頼まれてくれ。ある人間を地球に逃がしたい。
お父様のジンバラル様。
察しがいいな、さすがに。サスロのことがあった以上、親父は生き延びられない。
So it's clearly not her then, not the mother. Just looks like her.
あなたご自身は
なんとでもするさ。奴らの急所にかじりつく自信はある。
地球へはお父様だけが？
それよ。もっと厄介な客が一緒になるかもしれん。
The kids?
言わせるな。それも察しがついているくせに。
It seems likely. Like, they gotta survive this somehow.
公安局のつてを使えばできないことはないわ。
それでこそだ。また来てるな、あの少尉。 ああいうウブなやつはあまり本気にさせない方がいいぞ。
あ、そういえば彼も今ドッキングベイに配置されているから使えるかも。
あいつをか
I don't know who that is.
Just someone that they're about to use.
No, I get that, but they're making it like, oh, you know this guy. If you watch the show, you know who this guy is.
Oh.
撃てるものなら撃つがいいさ。保安隊隊長のキシリア・ザビが特別に用があってきた。
I mean, she helped you before.
結構だ。こっちも今さらジンバラルに会いに来たわけじゃない。新議長デギンザビの代理としてキャスバルレム大君と話がしたい。
キャスバルトだととんでもない追い返し。あ、何もう仲いいバカ者。ランバーどこだ。何町に飲みに。こんな時に親不孝者のドラムスコミンが。
He has no idea that it's on to trying to get him off planet now.
キシリアという人なら知っています。
I would say the name of the episode, which I thought was hilarious. You talked over the entire name drop of the episode.
僕は負けません。
Was blue-eyed Casval, which is clearly this kid.
これはお休みのところ。こんな夜更けに礼儀を知らない大人だとお思いでしょうね。でもとても大事な話なのよ。あなたと私にしかできない。
We're going straight into mentorship.
たくさんの人が死んだり傷ついたりしています。なぜこんなことになったのか。ジンバラルが私の兄サスロを殺したからです。そしてサスロが殺された原因はあなた方がこの家に逃げ込んだからです。
そういうことはみんなあなたたちが僕の父を殺したから始まったんじゃないですか。
Political negotiations with a child.
そんなことを誰に教わったの？お母様？いいえ違うわ。ジンバラルがそう教え込んだのね。
キシリアさん、あなたは僕と話し合いをしたいんじゃなかったの？そんな風に子供を叱るような口を聞きたいんだったら僕はごめんだ。
Already a precocious young lad.
なるほど、私が悪かった。じゃあ話し合いに戻りましょう。私から提案します。
どうぞ。
あなたたちには家がある。大君家のために用意されたお屋敷がある。そのお家に帰りなさい。あなた方
Oh, thanks, bad guy. I'm sure you got this.
の仕返しはしません。あっちの騒ぎも沈めてあげます。ダメだ、そんなことはいかん。罠に決まっとる。今さらここを出られたらラル家の者は皆殺しだ。どけ、私が仲いい。
ねえ、お兄ちゃんは？
本当にそう約束するなら僕たちは家に帰ります。でもサスロさんのことはもういいと言うけど、それじゃあ父を殺したことはどうなるんですか？僕はもういいなんて言わない。僕は
またそのことを。
She about to suplex him?
Yeah, what's the plan here?
聞こえなくなりました。
キャスバルが危ない。ドアを開けろ。あ、ちょっと待ってください。
It's hard to open the door like this, sir.
声を上げるだろうと思った。なぜ今声を上げなかったの？声を上げて助けを呼んでもいいのよ。それとも私は怖くないの？誰も自分にはひどいことをしないと思っているのなら、それは違うのよ、キャスバル坊や。
Arrested.
どう？私にはこういうこともできるのよ。あなたを罪人にして牢屋に入れることだってできる。怖いでしょ？
The way the cuffs are animated, it feels like he could just slide them off his hands at any time.
なんかない。僕は大君の子だぞ。誰も僕にこんなことできないんだ。
デギンザビが今はこの国で一番偉いのです。デギンの命令ならあなたを縛れるのよ。
でも僕はジオンズム大君の子だ。大きくなってすぐにまたデギンやあなたたちを従えるんだ。キャスバルレム大君が命令する。これを外せ。
And it didn't work.
キャスバル恐るべしと申し上
I don't know. We went to the next day.
Yeah.
強く出て
Super
試して
go. Okay.
怯えるどころか私を威嚇しました。ガルマと同じ11歳にしては大した胆力です。
Oh, he just go and gets the computer. Whatever.
Well, I think the more poignant thing is that he's taking 34 minutes to take all his turns, so the computer has taken a minute.
命令するような物言いだな、キシリア。
おお、とんでもない。私はただせめてもの失点回復をと。
そういうことなら十分考えてある。余計なことをするな。
しかしさする兄が亡き後、
謀略は自分に任せろか。笑わせるな。
And he's also cheating?
サスロの
He's reading a book about Go on his other hand.
No, it's not cheating. You read the Go book so you like understand some basic patterns to do. You can't cheat at Go. There's no such thing.
He's taken 34 times as long to take his turns.
お帰りになっていたのですか、ローゼルシア様。
当然です。ここは私の家なのですから。
はい、その通りでございます。
ここは騒がしくていけない。静かなところでゆっくり話し合いましょう。後で私の
You get the feel of the old woman from Heavenly Delusion.
一人で。
Just a little bit, yeah.
God, you got a tongue like that guy from Kiss.
はい。あそこも悪くありませんよ。ここより少し狭くて夜が寂しいことを除けば、もともとは試作のために作られたのです。大君のお考えのどれほどの部分が葉の中で育まれたことか。あそこには私たち移民第二世代のさまざまな思いが込められている
Wait a
の
minute,
です。
trap you in a tower now?
苦しみや悲しみや希望や暗い恨みが。あなたはいいわ。めでたく大君の子を身ごもったのですもの。
What is our angle? What are you going for here?
No, it is her. Nightclub singer.
お言葉ですが、ローゼルシア様。
So that was her back at the nightclub with Ramba.
立派に育てました。大君の後を継いでも恥ずかしくないくらいには。
ほほ。
So much going on.
そうな口よ。では言ってごらん。人の確信とはどういうことか。言ってごらんなさいよ。スペースノイドはどう変わ
I'll
って
be
きた
honest,
か。
I did not read any of his
アースノイ
speeches.
ドとどう違うか。人はなぜ地球に住み続けてはいけないのか。答えられまいさ。あんたなんかにわかるわけがない。若かった頃、大君を囲んでよく議論をしたわ。あの頃は懐かしい。大君には何でもしてあげた。できなかったのは子供を作ることだけ。でもそれが何なの？子供ぐらい。子供ができ
Yeah,
な
I'm
かった
confused with who she is now.
どうしてあんたみ
This
たい
is
な
the worst time to have a
お前の
breakdown.
負けなきゃいけないの。
Oh, another mystery heart attack.
ローゼルシア様、しっかり。落ち着いて息を。
Yeah, I thought she was like a grandma figure or something, but she's like acting like she's like a romantic competitor
Mm-hmm.
for the dead guy.
ローゼルシア様。当のお家の方には子供たちも一緒に。
大君家の跡取りを住まわせておけるわけがないじゃないの。あんなところに。でも今夜一晩ぐらいは一緒に過ごすがいいさ。
She's getting locked up in the tower?
私の特別の
Yep, they did mention before that they wanted to appear magnanimous in their victory and everything and leave someone alive.
なんだこりゃ。
Well, when they said magnanimous, they said, let them get away. Not like, just let them live, but let them get away is what, I can't remember his name. What he said. Leader of the Zabi family.
お片付けです。
何？アストライアが塔に入った。親子一緒な
I
の
can't
は
help
強
but
い罪
think
だ。
that
結婚するな。
Astria is just
こんなもの
every blonde woman we see now. Like she's a master of disguise.
Apparently.
悪いいたずらだ。
情報はいたずらではございませんことよ。アストライアは今後厳重にあの塔に。
Okay, so she wasn't. She just happens to also have been previously a lounge singer, like this woman.
ザビ家が子供たちの成長を待って権力を継がせる可能性は
ありません。300%。
同じくらいの成功の確率がなくてはやれぬことだが、できるか？ドッキングベイまで確実に運ぶことが。
大丈夫です。無敵の運搬手段があります。
父さん。なんだお前か。
That's a rocket launcher in a small room. It's not a great idea.
It's a backup armory.
おめおめ殺されてたまるか。いざという時はデギンミと差し違えて。
父さん、それより地球に亡命する手立てが整った。
Right, Degwin. Degwin's the big guy on the Zabi side.
俺の手配した者たちがうまくやってくれる。
でかした、ようやってくれた。それでこそラルケの僧侶だ。
地球に行ってからの身の処し方は自分で決めろ。俺たち残った者のことを考えるもよし、そうしないもよし。どっちにしろ、なるようにしかならんのだろうがな。
He's pretty determined to see this all out.
Like I said, he looks very familiar, and the name sounds familiar. I don't remember why.
このうち好き。あんな鬼ババのいる家よか。こっちの方がいいようだ。廊下はちょっと暗くて、お庭も狭くて汚いけど、お掃除もお手伝いするからいいもん。ねえ、お母様。
アルテイシア、あまり走り回らないで。
And even the servants are less hospitable here.
アルテイシア、キャスバルも来て。二人にとても大切なお話があるの。
This is the plan to get you out of the country.
出さないで。誰にも聞かれてはいけないの。怖い人たちに知られてしまったらおしまいなのよ。
どうしてお母様は行かないの？どうして？やだ、そんなの。やだ。地球へなんか行かない。お母様と一緒でなかったら行かないよ。
ごめんね、アルテイシア。お母様の言い方がいけなかったわ。お母様はね、後から行くの。
Oh, gotta lie to the kid so she'll calm down.
Yeah, oh, that is sad.
地球であなたがいい子になった頃。
Oh, that's not gonna have psychological repercussions.
あらあら、ごめんなさい。じゃあこうしましょう。地球では空に星が見えるの。一番大きくて丸いのがお月様。そのお月様が半分になって細くなってまた丸くなる回数を数えて。その回数が100回になる頃には必ず行くわ。だから待っていて。
100 months.
100回丸くなるの？
そう、100回数えられるわね。
Her thinking face is like, I'm tired of this shit face.
アストライアさん、そこは冷えるんだからいい加減にしたら。あんたはいいでしょうけど、お子さんたちは大事なお体なんですからね。
The cat's just like, no, good point. It is kind of cool.
回お月様が100回丸くなればいいのね。
Warning, incoming sadness.
地球はいいところよ。空が青くて山や森があって。
森はムンザにもあるよね。
ええ、でも地球の森にはいろんな動物がいるの。
どんな動物？
Here we only have
お
horses.
やすみなさい。もう遅いから。
もっとお話がしたい。
眠くないの？
眠いけど眠りたくない。眠ったらすぐ朝になっちゃうもの。
Now you know what your dad felt like.
朝なんか来なければいい。ずっとこのまま夜だったらいいのに。
それじゃあお月様を数え
Casval
ないわ。
already quickly asleep.
そうだけど。
Castle's gotta be feeling pretty gypped that both of his parents prefer the younger daughter.
アルテイシアは大きくなるんでしょ？
Well, she's the more emotional one, so it makes more sense
立派な人になってたくさん
to focus on her. I mean, not to
幸せをあげなくちゃ
prefer her. Well, I know if I didn't correct or say the whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
people would just get the wrong idea and comment like that.
Hey.
Suppose it doesn't hurt that I look exactly like your mother.
Well, they won't be hard to find in the only gun tank in town.
よし交代180度回答
Gosh, you have to pilot the thing like it's a ship.
Well, yeah, it's fucking huge.
Destroys half the property.
I feel like Casval just distanced himself from everything immediately.
This is like the most expressively sorrowful he's been like the entire time, so.
これにちょっと汚いけど文句を言わないでね。ドライバー急いでもっとスピードを上げて。
偽商員さんよ。上に乗せたガキども訳ありなんだろ。
なんか俺たち安請け合いしちゃったみたいね。
あら燃料費込み2万でカーゴセンターまでというのは安い料金じゃないと思うけど。
Oh my gosh!
じゃあプラス1万。それで
I
どう？
think you should at least pay attention to where you're going.
No, they just don't give a shit. They're running over the entire town.
場合は
あんたの体で払ってもらうなんてのはどう？
Yeah, it very much immediately felt like that's where they were going.
Yeah. It's like, dudes, you had a great deal.
こんなところで銃を撃ったらどんなことになるか分かっているんでしょうね。
Ricochet, I guess?
Blow your ears out instantly.
アンドロを取りなさい。
ガンタンク1台が暴走しているだと許せん。
Oh, good, somebody
目標
noticed.
は回転軸方向へ移動中。ドッキングベイに向かうのかもしれません。
Yeah, I don't think your stealth getaway is going very well.
I don't think stealth was part of the plan once the gun tank rolled in.
I think stealth was part of the plan up until these guys decided to try and, you know, get twice as much money.
最短コースを取るわよ。
And a bit of ass on the side.
何？連邦軍の車両
Okay, this is that kind of show, huh? Gonna need a little bit of censorship, I think.
タイ殿、ミス・ハモンの方は上守備です。大したものだ。女にしておくのが惜しいな。
Ah, don't be like that, man.
Well, I mean, he could be gay. He could be lamenting that he has no interest in her that way. Yeah, I was about to say, as quick as everybody else gets fucking run over, you'd think they just keep going. I guess you're lucky you did this shit in front of people who aren't willing to run everything over.
Right, right. Close down the whole city.
No, other gun tanks?
No, just the world's largest AP. Oh, wait, no.
No, they are, yeah. What is they? The first zoom in made them look like giant tanks.
Yeah, the front profile wasn't perfect at a distance. One v4, let's go.
Say, don't you sing at a bar?
She's clearly got more skills than that.
They even called her a fake lieutenant.
That's right, you're in a control seat.
See, I'm already way more on board with Casval than I was with Setsuna.
Casval's first kill. Highly motivated, let's go.
They're not very good against one another, though, are they? One can take one out pretty easy.
It's a too bad you don't have anyone actually doing loading.
Well, it could be automated.
Immediate panic, though.
Well, they might also know who's in there and aren't willing to fire back.
Highly possible, too.
Oh, regrettable that we've made these things so easy a child can control them.
I'm more surprised he can actually hit the wheels.
Well, he's also doing it one-handed.
And thus was born the Red Comet.
These are literally girls on Panzer. Bunch of kids in tanks. It gets more amazing that we're also in a place where bullets work.
I know, crazy, right? First series ever. There you go, brought out of his pre-teen power fantasy.
It's not really a power fantasy, he's doing it. He's living it. I mean, this is also like the backstory for Relina and Zex. One highly pacifist, the other joins a military, right?
Two kids, same situation, completely different outlooks.
Yeah, it's a bit much. I don't think you're gonna fight your way through that.
These guys are actually prepared this time.
There's the scars we saw in the opening.
お二人を救出した後でなければ。わかった。今問い合わせてとかように申しておりますが、そのようなことは連邦の知ったことではない。速やかに反乱車両を破壊と。
He's not talking to anybody.
傷てならん。ジオンズム大官の意地を。
I fucking did this to myself. What do you think I'm gonna do to you?
俺に。ああ、私だ。勝手に動くな。静観していればいい。大君の子供たち、それも放っておけ。ああ、構わん。
Yeah, let the kids escape. Who cares?
Well, no. He said don't interfere, so I think he's saying if the Federation forces kill them, that's on them.
いい感じよ。煙が煙幕になってる。
Well, not you, you're the fucking rapist.
Oh, those two are about to die.
Well, you probably should have waited for the kids to...
Jumps, lands face first.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He's being told not to stop them from attacking. Overkill much though, huh?
To be fair, they killed 4 other gun tanks.
Yeah, they were like backing up. Only like 2 of them actually got a shot in.
Still about time to take them seriously, though. Oh, that is... oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts my soul.
You don't know what the suspension's like on the inside.
It doesn't look like they're having fun.
どちらへお客さん。
あら、ご存知のくせに。カーゴターミナルまでお願いね。ほぼ打ち合わせ通りね。違いましたかしら。
She's too adorable. Especially in her little, like, pink mage outfit that she seems to be wearing.
待ってくれ。もう一つ。いやいや、もう少し。
けしからん。人を荷物のように扱いよって。今は荷物か。ではやむをえんな。そういうことじゃから。口は聞かんよ。
That's why I'm saying so many
荷物
words.
は口を聞かんもんです。
聞こえてますよ。オッケー。これで最後だ。積み込んでくれ。壊れ物だから気をつけて扱うように。
Everyone at every step of this operation is being as suspicious as possible.
少し頼りないけど。
待て、何をするんだ。
一応高周波断層チェックを。
いかん。責任者の僕の検査を信用できないのか。早く乗せないと船が出てしまうじゃないか。
Antiques from around the world.
猫？そんなものこの中に？まさか。あそこ。猫だ猫だ。猫ちゃん猫ちゃん出ておいで。あれ？どこへ行ったのかな。
Oh no, I feel Ramble's pain.
Well, yeah, 'cause you can't do anything to interfere with anything anymore.
Has to just watch the one dummy try to solve this.
Well, you know, unless they, like, stop the spaceship.
なかなかの手際だったけど、勝ったとお思い、ラルタイ。私の権限で今からでもカーゴの全便を止め、荷物を再チェックさせることもできるのよ。
お優しいキシリア隊長ならまさかそこまではなさるまいと思うよ。
ありがとうタイ。人を見る目が終わりね。でもお二人は当然出るところへ。
It is kind of hard to tell whose side she is on.
They've got random human emotions and motivations in there. He's
Yeah.
like, alright, fair enough, I'm not cruel enough to keep the kids here, whatever, just come be arrested. She's using them as leverage.
船が出るんだ。もう出ても大丈夫だ。
まだ行けません。じっとして。
Safe to go out where?
Oh no, the whole place was vacuum pressure.
Well, they had like a hole punctured anyway.
中から開けられます。カゴルマ寒いけど我慢してね。
お兄ちゃん、体がふわふわしてなんか変。
無重力だよ。宇宙では重さがなくなるんだ。
グラナダのターミナルは混んでるから足止めは覚悟しておいた方がいいよ。ああ、ご親切にどうも。
I mean, the real worry is I don't know when gravity is gonna kick in. I mean, not like here, but like when we reach Earth, I guess, or the moon, or whatever. I guess more Earth.
Or maybe even just like accelerating here. These kids aren't buckled into anything. They're just gonna go flying.
お星様の海が見えるわ。
すごい。
綺麗。
これが宇宙。
One of those lived in space my whole life, never saw it.
Well, you know, you never go do the tourist attractions while you're in your own hometown, you know?
ハモンさん、お母様に言ってね。地球でいい子でいて、お月様が丸くなるのをちゃんと100回数えるから、そうしたらきっと来てね。待ってるからねって。
Really rubbing in the sadness on that one.
Absolutely. Seems so small from here.
Yep, they're doing the rotation thing.
これが町もお家も全部この中にあるの？
そうだよ。そうなんだ。アルテシア、見てごらん。
The sun, look directly at it. This can't be a problem.
Never seen natural light before.
あの光がいろいろな命の元なんだ。植物も人や動物もみんなあの光から。
あ、お兄ちゃん、見て、綺麗。
あれがきっと地球だ。
地球？私たちが行く地球？
I guess it's not too far away.
Oh yeah.
青くて綺麗だけど、人間
Hand instantly gets frostbite. Nothing around here is temperature controlled to space.
ここを割れ宇宙にやってきた。
Get told to count the moon. No idea what the moon is.
Yeah, she's seen it up close, and now she's gonna have to see it from the ground the entire rest of her, like, decade of life here. Great shot, though. It's a good moon.
Well, I guess they were heading to the moon.
They're orbiting around it.
No, it looks like they're heading to the dark side of the moon. I think you would want to be going like perpendicular to the camera if you were doing like a slingshot around the moon.
Alright, we just got the credits now.
assumedly, we could still be on the dark side. We could get another shot of them going towards Earth at the end. Carrots. I'm not saying not to talk, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just, like, putting together my thoughts. Definitely love this. Like, animation was great. Love the characters. They're, like, both highly emotive and, like, have wonderful little complexities to them, so they're great to follow. Baby Casval healer and their sister Astaria, absolutely adorable. Love them.
I put it up there on tier with the Witch from Mercury prologue, maybe a little bit lower, because it does hit you with a bunch of emotional bits, but I don't think it hits you with the same emotional hits as the Witch from Mercury prologue. Plus, I almost feel like this prologue to the show requires a prologue itself. I'm in the prologue wormhole now, where I feel like I need to understand who's the spider's web of politics that I just got launched into, so that I can understand.
I guess we did kind of get our introductions to everyone a little bit, and we have like the basic concept that like, all right, they're in space. Space people don't like Earth people. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't mean like with like the Witch from Mercury prologue. There wasn't much to establish, right? We represent a corporation. The corporation is doing a thing. That's it. It's literally one for one. This side fights this side. This side, I guess there's 3 sides to it. Now we have the Deikun family, we have the Zabi family, we have the Federation. The Federation didn't do much other than interact with the Zabi family. Yeah. I guess they would have interacted with the Deikun family, but he had a heart attack in the middle of that happening, so.
But yeah, they had to like cover the political angle. They had to cover like the kids and their journey. We went through various bits of like these Gundams are dangerous machines. We had to hit the case of like space is beautiful, which they did great. They had to like cover a lot of ground here, and I think what each thing they covered, they did great.
And again, the whole Astria looks just like a Haman. Is very confusing.
It totally took us for a loop there. 2 characters who seem almost identical. I think they're just body doubles. Hey, maybe they'll explain that in a prequel.
Well, we got 5 more of them, so.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. We got more.
Okay, I guess that was it. There is nothing left.
Yeah, nope. Just wonderful little credits.
Just a little bit of nothing more left.
This is Japanese for don't copy that floppy.
Why would you say that, Griff? Why would you actively say that in a recording?
Alright. Anything else you want to wrap up with, Theta?
Well, I mean, everything, right?
Alright, what else you got? Go ahead. Go.
We said like 5 things during the credits. This is an hour. This is an hour of content. What else was there? We have what was the dad's name again?
I don't remember. Just Dad Zabi or whatever. Dad Remble.
You're literally what?
Which dad are you talking about? There's like 4 dads.
The original dad. The dad who set everything in motion.
Damn, I already forgot.
Well, you named Ramble, who's not even in that family. You named Zabi, which is the opposite family.
Yeah, those were the 2 other families we were following the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of, I guess. We didn't follow a lot of the Ramble, which is of the Rawl family, by the way, not Ramble. It's just that Rambo. It's just that one guy, the son, the heir to that family.
I swapped them around.
Yeah, no, Deikun, whatever his first name is, we have his whole gonna give a speech, they're gonna kill me for it thing. And then he has a heart attack.
What? So, I was wondering a little bit. It seems entirely possible the heart attack was just perfectly natural. But it definitely is an assassination. They were probably planning a different one, I think. Because I'm not sure how you induce a heart attack.
Chemically? probably.
I guess.
Something he
Was it
drank.
in the water? I don't know.
Well, he did knock over a thing of water when he was falling over due to the heart attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's always what you gotta do when someone falls over dramatically, right? They gotta, like, send the glass shattering on the ground to represent that they're dead.
Well, I don't know. He was doing a lot because he was flailing and there was a grip in his chest like that, right? Which seems like plenty. He didn't have to knock over water, but I think knocking over the water also implies that there was something there that he could have been drinking.
Right. Though I guess the show, like, more or less says, like, that's an unnecessary detail. Everyone knows that it was an assassination. Just keep going.
Well, more so, I think it assumes that we, the viewer, knows it's an assassination. Clearly, people in the show had questions.
Other characters take it certain ways. The Rawl family clearly believes it to be, and of course, that's what the whole scene with Casval was, where the officer was mocking him for like, "Oh, where'd you get that information? How do you know that?"
Oh, Casval, not Casval.
Yeah, Casval. Okay. So yeah, no, I think the politics were definitely took us a little bit to figure out, but once it became clear that it was basically two families against each other, sort of vying for power, but one of them was definitely not making it through, things became like very clear, I think. We had the escape from the war-torn country scenario.
Well, we didn't know that the Daikuns had nothing else until they got like forced into the Rawl house for safety. And then for some reason decided to leave it. I guess they weren't safe. They felt they weren't safe at the Rolf house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know why you would go back to that tower for no reason.
Because that is where they are being captured and held prisoner.
They're not captured. They decided to leave.
It is, like I was saying earlier, it is their decision to allow them to live so that they appear magnanimous.
You're talking about the zombies. That wasn't the zombies.
Yeah.
They went back to their own family. That was the
Daikun.
And
the zombies talked about how they weren't going to do anything about it because if they let them live, they would seem like good guys.
The zombies said let them run away. They didn't run away. They went to their own house and then became prisoners in their own house.
I think maybe there's a misread on this scenario. So let's go to the next one.
Well, I know there's a misread because you said you said something during the fight that was wrong to the magnanimous thing, and I corrected you then, and I don't remember exactly what you said at that point because the fight scene was so cool that I got distracted. I think that there is a certain moment in the show where we went on two separate tracks, and I think it was the whole Kieran Zabi saying will be magnanimous. No, wait, that was not Kieran. Sorry, I'm thinking Kieran Zabi, and that was the conversation he has with the woman, where he's like, "Oh, you're saying just letting me be the plotter," and what he's planning go with the computer. What's the guy's name? Who is the head of the Zabi family?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna need to take notes.
I think it starts with a D.
It's not Dwayne. I don't know why I thought Dwayne. Anyway.
Dwayne the Rock Zabi.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a twist. Anyway. So, funny thought. So there was the bombing in the car. The car bombing.
So funny.
Yeah, very funny. Hilarious.
It wasn't a bombing. That was a shot.
The car exploded.
Yeah, it got hit by like an artillery piece.
Oh, right, yeah. Who actually fired that?
I assume the woman
did. I think I did
did.
connect that the artillery piece did that.
I assume that the woman did. That dude slapped her in the face, and then the very next scene, car explodes. He's dead. And
she
then
caused an additional political incident just to get revenge. I love her so much. She is definitely an exciting character here that I was not predisposed to expect to be there, right?
Well, she's like a plotter or something. So
she's a plotter. She's got great aggressive energy. She is definitely slick as hell. It is great to see her in motion just because she's completely in control of the situation.
Sort of. I mean,
sort of.
She didn't get slapped in the face so hard that she looked like she got in a fight with Rocky.
She's still very human. The initial thing that happens is that she accidentally lets the family escape by helping them out.
I mean, not accidentally. Seems very
Well,
much on purpose.
When I say accidentally, I mean she doesn't realize that her true orders or purpose would be to capture the family, and that is technically actually a mistake on her part. But
well, no, remember, again, this is the variance point where he said, let them go. It's our duty as winners, or it's our ability as winners to be magnanimous. Because he was saying, let them all go. We don't give a shit anymore. And no longer, and also then we had Giran later calling up, I can't remember the dude's name, the other D name, the giant dude who like ripped open his stitches in anger. He said, don't interfere, which was basically let them go if they get away, kill them, or let the Federation kill them. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So her orders weren't to capture them. Basically, her orders she had no orders.
I have to wonder, like, what the level of like new Zabi leader head, the young one with the gray hair, what his level of planning and plotting is. Because he's already been harassed by everyone else, like he needs to do more of it, and he's literally in the middle of learning how to play Go.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been harassed. His dad said, you need to lie better. And that was it. Other than that, it takes him 34 minutes. 34 times the amount of time it takes the computer to make a Go move. While actively also reading a strategy book in one hand.
Right, which is why I feel like my interpretation of that scene is that given that this is a decade prior to other stuff starting to happen, he is in the process of learning all the things he needs to do. What he's doing with playing Go is this is clearly a practice and learning game. He's taking half an hour to figure out what to do.
Yeah, he plays games like you do, very annoyingly. I sit down to play a game with you just for fun, and you're taking 10 minutes to learn the game with me waiting for you. It's very annoying.
I must play optimally or not at all. That is the choice.
It's very annoying.
But yeah, no, like, I figure that is supposed to be his motif. He is learning to become a leader, and maybe this is part of his initial learning scheme where he's like, alright, let him go. We're going to tell everyone to back off, let them think that they've completely done everything on their own volition, and everything's going to be smooth. Maybe that was just all part of his plan, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's multiple paths, right? It could be one, Dad said let them go, so what the fuck, just don't worry about it. Two, we didn't read the evil handbook that says kill the kids, otherwise they're going to come back and rue you. Or three, he thinks all of his plots only matter here on the station, or the side, I think they already named it. On the, Moonin? Was it Moonin?
Yeah.
All of his plots only matter on Moonin, so if they leave Moonin, then fuck, what's it matter, right?
Right. This is something that ends up spanning a greater political impulse than just that one station. But we got 10 years for that to start happening.
Well, this takes place in 68, assumedly up to 79, since it starts, the opening was in 79, which is the 1 year war, I think.
Yeah.
And then UC goes all the way up to like 200 and something. So we got an epic sprawl to get through here that starts here in 68.
Something on my mind is, like, obviously, there's no reason most of these characters aren't going to make it to the primary series. But I think the one that I'm most questioning is Ramble Rawl.
Sorry, you say there's no reason most of these characters should make it to the main series?
Okay, let me put that into a better phrasing. It seems like most of the characters are characters from the main series 10 years ago, so they are already there. But there's a couple of them, since I'm watching the prequel first and not the actual series, that I don't know are actually main characters of the main series. And it seems to me like Ramble Rawl is an opposing political faction, leader of the family, still on the station, under arrest. There's no reason he's not dead.
Okay, I was hearing your words and understanding them in reverse. There's no reason he's not dead. And it's like, well, they could kill him at any minute. It's like, that's what you mean. It's like, okay, yeah, no, we're back on track.
Yeah, just had to be more clear about that.
Well,
But
I don't know.
yeah,
Again, the woman is super duplicitous, so it's entirely possible that she's playing cards to her own end outside of her family's schemes.
mhm. I have no idea if Astaria's mother is going to live necessarily. I'm not sure. That would be a big character in like a series that occurs after these events because it's going to be focused on the kids, right?
Well, I know who she is,
Mm-hmm.
and I know who the. Well, we both figured out who the kid is pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, Casval. I mean, look, you don't focus on the red comet in the opening, and then focus on the kid, and like these two are completely unconnected. I don't know if the mother ever comes up again. I don't know the red comet story, right? I don't know
Yeah.
his backstory other than
This is it.
the broad strokes of what we're seeing now, which I already knew. Only because he kind of gives it away during a speech that I know. So, other than that, I don't know anything about the mother. I don't. Like I said, Ramble Raw, the name sounds super familiar. I don't know anything. I don't know about his dad. I don't
Yeah.
know. I know the Zabi family by sight because I knew the guy on the bridge in the opening, and it's literally the guy who survives
Yeah.
a car explosion.
It doesn't seem like their appearance has changed much between series, which good. They have good character design.
Well, we just know that they've hit the moment in their aging process where nothing else changes until they get battle scars or some shit.
Yeah, they halt forever for the next 40 years and then age suddenly in the next
Well,
two.
I don't know. Technically, the dude on the bridge is the only one that we've seen as an adult, right?
Yeah.
Red Comet is clearly 10 years older because that's how time works.
Yeah. So let's see. What else do we want to go ahead and tag here to like remember for later?
Well, I guess my other thought was again that woman at the home residence, the deikun residence.
Yeah.
Who I thought was like a grandma figure, and it turns out she was like a romantic interest for the husband.
Mm-hmm.
Very confusing. She did not age well if that was the case.
I need to read a page on the backstory there to get it.
Well, because she appears as like just the old woman. Like I said, she looked like the old woman from Heavenly Delusion, and then she goes on rambling about how we could have kids with you, just a lounge singer nobody. And it's like, oh man, she's regretting not having a life with this guy. Clearly makes her not a family member.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the pin I want to put down is like, who is the purple-haired kid who showed up at the funeral?
Oh, he's
I feel like
a
that's
Zabi.
supposed to...
He's Garma Zabi. They said his name. They said
okay.
Garma Zabi, and then I instantly remembered who he was, and I know his story. Well, I know part of his story, also featured in a speech that I know.
We're going to be coming back to that.
That speech is pivotal. Is all.
Yeah, thinking about that from our perspective, we don't know who he is, but he has been what's it called where you just like fan service, right? This is fan service. Char just like turns his head, looks at him, goes, "I'm gonna be your future rival," and then disappears.
I don't know that you fan service kids, Griff. That's not how that works.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out the right word.
I've never seen Garma Zabi as a kid, so that's why it's like this is very confusing. He's familiar. That hair coloring is familiar. I don't know who this is. And then they said
very
it.
familiar in the future.
Well, then they said it, and it's like, oh, okay, I know who this is now.
All right. So I think I've gotten off most of what I think is on my mind. Anything left on yours?
Well, I guess Universal Century 78 or 68. No mobile suits other than gun tanks, apparently.
That's like half a mobile suit.
Yeah, but it's definitely not the part of the mobile suit you think about when you think about mobile suits.
Right. I guess really what it is, it's a very tall tank is what it is.
I don't know.
Which has advantages.
It's a very confusing design choice, right? Like, cool, we're taking the tread part of the tank, and then we're adding a head for some reason. That adds nothing other than a visible point to shoot. Oh, yeah, also it's not covered with the very thick armor that the rest of the tank is. It's a very shootable material. Also, we're going to give it arms, but not arms that can grab anything. It's just guns. Well, why don't we just put that? It's a very poorly designed tank.
Like, when it comes to, like, mobile suits in space, and, like, you can give a mobile suit a shield, and it holds it forward as it's, like, going at, like, a flat trajectory or something. It's like, that's good, because you can have all the armor on that shield, and that's fine. But when you have just, like, the human shape on the top half of that tank, I pity the engineers who have to figure out how to angle that so that it actually deflects shots like a tank.
Well, it did have angular plates and everything, but my point was that it had hands, but no hands. I mean, it had stumps with guns in them, so it can't grip anything. Or more confusingly, it has the normal tank controls in the tread section, where a normal tank would be controlled, and then a secondary control in the very top of the tank, in the area, that's
the turret gunner and the main gunner.
That's covered by a clear plastic or glass or transparent steel or whatever, but something clearly more shootable than the rest of the tank armor.
More confusing is that there aren't enough seats. Like, I'm expecting, like, the pilot to be the separate seat from the main gunner, but this is also the Gundam universe. Everything is, like, compressed down into, like, a single roll. So.
Well, no, it's more so that both seats can control everything. Remember, she was about to pull the trigger on her lower tier seat, and she doesn't, but Casval up top pulls the trigger. She's like, I didn't do that. Which means that both seats can control the thing at the same time.
Yeah. Gotta wonder about these things sometime. Who designs these gun tanks? I need answers.
Probably a committee. This is like Stalin bad design, remember? Stalin's mega tank thing that would never work ever.
Well, actually, no. You already brought up, like, why did you go ahead and put, like, somebody up in the head, which is an obvious target, and then give him double control? The answer, because there's another person down below who can take control when he gets blown up.
Well, I'm just saying, the head doesn't make any sense at all. It's like when you start, like, removing shit that doesn't make any sense design-wise, you just start building yourself back down into a regular tank.
I guess at least when it comes to the gun tank, the observation tower part of the tower makes sense to me from a certain standpoint.
Nope, not at all.
From
Literally, you
could
put
a higher point of visibility.
You could put electronic sensors up there, right? You could do anything.
I thought they usually are.
Well, I mean, like modern tanks, right? They have external sensor arrays and cameras and whatnot, so you could be in the middle, in the normal middle of the tank, and see all the shit you need to see. Yeah, you could put a me-sized object on the top of the tank, and not have a 20-meter sized globular head. That's a clear, obvious target.
But they clearly have like battleship level cannons strapped to it, so I guess they do need a larger superstructure for those.
Well, no, you probably just need a heavier center of mass. In which case, you know what would be great for that? Thicker armor. Thicker armor on the bottom of the tank, making the base of the tank harder to shoot through and destroy. In which case, that's perfect to weight down your treads and everything for the super guns you got on the top.
At the least, it's a tread base which has a wide area, it's flat, can handle a lot of that. Gun tanks are cool.
Like I said, this is the Stalin era USSR super tank that never. Oh, sorry, I keep saying Stalin. World War II German design, Hitler design.
Yeah, it's the Germans who were coming up with the tanks that can't self-sustain themselves.
Well, no, it was like it could move theoretically. It could move and do everything they wanted it to, but it would be so slow that it would be just super vulnerable to getting bombed from the air, right? Mm-hmm. So it would just die. It's not a good design, and that's what you start getting at here. Is just adding too much. It'd be easier to have a bunch of specially modeled tanks to do specific tasks, rather than to have this gun tank.
The mega tank.
Or the gun tank, because you added human elements to it for no reason.
The answer? Because it looked cool. No response to that one, alright.
Well, it was dumb. There's no response to that because it's dumb. It's a dumb reason to do a thing.
Alright, now that I've reached my lowest point, let's go ahead and wrap it up then. I think this has been a great time watching The Origin. This has been Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. We'll catch you next time. See you around.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?